Okay, so you want to learn how to stall Jason.
I have to do something.
Well,
I have to escape.
today's your lucky day. Today I'll be showing you a full gameplay of me stalling Jason as Vanessa Jones. This is the best stalling character in the game in my opinion, and she has something that other counselors don't have, which is running for a very long time and stalling Jason without having to use pretty much anything. You're gonna see that I don't get to a really good house, but I do get to a good house. I believe at Higgins Haven is when I get to the good house. So when I'll come back to you when I find the good stuff.
Hello? Hello? Oh God, please! Oh God, help us! Jason's real! Please help us!
So I do think this is the house where I got all the good stuff. Yep, here we go. Here's some firecrackers. But in all, you're going to want firecrackers, pocket knife, and med spray. Also, the shotgun will be very nice. But when Jason is in rage mode, the shotgun doesn't work as well, from my knowledge. So Jason already broke the door down to the car here, but mainly at Higgins Haven, this is where you want to stall, right here, because you can stall by the stairs. You can do anything really. But I want to find another house that has more loot in it, a pocket knife to be more exact, and car keys. But I don't need a med spray in this game. You're going to see that I just went through this entire game without a med spray, and I'm very confident that I can actually, other people can do it. So I'm going to see you guys at the next checkpoint, which is what I do before I start stalling Jason. Also, you don't want to make sure that you want to make sure that people haven't looted the house yet. As you see, like a group of Kennys went in here, I believe, and came in and didn't get the pocket knife that was in there. So I got a free pocket knife. So yeah, you always want to, like you said, you always want to hunt for the pocket knives. Also, having a map is nice to know where your teammates is. Hence Tommy Jarvis. Tommy Jarvis is always nice to have on your team, and you're going to see why at the end of the video. Now, one thing you're going to see here is this is when I start stalling Jason for my team. This poor guy died. I couldn't do anything. I didn't want to kill him, but I couldn't do anything. If I shot him in the foot, he would be stunned, but he wouldn't be stunned for as long as I would have liked him to. So I really wanted this Kenny here to grab the gas, but then we just ended up fleeing outside. And you're going to see some maneuvers I do to avoid his shift. His shift is such a big thing, and if you can't get your line of sight onto him, always keep a look on your minimap. Now this poor guy, I believe, died too. No, he didn't. So I decided to use my shotgun blast here to save my teammate, as it is a wise thing to do. But if you can and your teammate's dead, save your shotgun blast. But overall, that maneuver I did there is basically going straight for a few seconds, turning and then turning back around. And this, since Jason's turn radius is so wide on his shift, this is a must. Now you're also going to see here that Jason here is using stalk, and he's also going after that other Kenny over there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run the gas over here, and I believe I already ran the battery over to the car, but as you can see, I'm just maneuvering where he can't grab me, and that is a must-have. Like, you need to learn how to do that maneuver, because Jason's going to be using the shift a lot, especially in rage mode. Now, as you see here, I dropped the gas right where the battery is. This is a must. You want to drop the parts there when you're stalling Jason. Now, as you see, he goes ahead and goes over to the car, faking it, and then trying to grab me now. And he didn't. So, as you can see, Vanessa jogging is at least twice as fast as Jason's fast walk, and that's something you always need to keep in mind. As you can see, I'm doing a quick maneuver turn here, and as you see, he didn't even spawn near me, or he spawned pretty close to me, but not near me. And then you saw I was cornered into this area. You're gonna see me get out of here.
You want some more?
Now, Jason's a big guy, and you, when you're playing as Jason, you want to make sure to block spaces like he did here. And he knows that he's blocking that space, and he's gonna stay there for a little bit. Now with Vanessa's luck and a baseball bat, you're able to pretty much get a lot, and a lot of stunning into him. As you can see, there's a little bit bigger of a gap now. I could have gotten out, and now that I gotten out, he's going to use his shift on me. I'm going to stop here and I'm going to look at his head. Now he's shifted. I'm going to take a quick turn. Since his shift is very uncontrollable, such a big radius of turn, this isn't going to help him at all. So you're seeing now that I'm pretty much just stalling Jason. And this is the stalling place. And I decided to drop my keys here, as if a Kenny wanted to repair while I was stalling, it would have been the smarter idea. So this is the main place you want to stall, right here in Higgins. You're going to see that I used these couches, all this space, and I faked that I was going out the left door, and he fell for that, which bought me a little bit of stamina. As you can see, I'm staying still now, and he can't do anything. Now, there's a med spray upstairs, but I know if I go upstairs that I'm going to get cornered, and if I possibly jumped out a window, I would have died. I would have been screwed if I went upstairs, so I didn't go upstairs and get the med spray. But as you can see, I'm stalling. You want to use Vanessa's sprint very in little short bursts, because jogging is your main thing.
Please, no!
Now, Jason here is about to grab me here. He did for whatever reason grab me through the couch. I don't know how, but this is what the pocket knife is meant for. He was taking me over to the fireplace to kill me. But you always want to have your weapon. If you don't have your weapon, you're not going to stall. You can't stall because if Jason gets close to you and you don't have any form of defense, you're dead. As you see, I'm doing, I could have done the maneuver there, but the car was there, so it pretty much stopped him. You also always want to keep your eyes on Jason, but every now and then you want to turn back. You want to turn back and look where you're going, and then look at Jason. So you see, I'm doing the little maneuver here. I'm stalling him. He can't really do anything. He's probably pissed at me. Here's the maneuver. Very bad. He said very bad controlling. So he spawned pretty far ways away from me, so I could catch up on a little bit of stam. As you see, I'm kind of faking it, thinking I'm making him think I'm going left and right. And then he went to my right, so I went left. Now, that was a stupid move by that Jason, and he spawned far away from me once again. And a quick 180 is always nice to do in a shift. Or when he's doing a shift, you always want a 180 because you have a better turn radius than he does. Now, I know for a fact he's using stalk here because there's no way he could have gotten out. And I didn't see him at first, and then when I saw him, I knew I had to do a quick 180. And this is what high sensitivity is for in this game, for quick 180s and stalling. Now, I knew I was almost out of stamina, so I decided to use my firecrackers. Jason wouldn't have been able to get to me anyways, so getting a full bar of stamina is always nice to have, because it can buy a good 4 to 5 minutes of stalling. I stunned Jason here too. That's the good thing about firecrackers, is that they have an animation where they do not have the actual fire part. They just have the crack part, and it fucks up Jason. Like I said, always keep an eye on Jason. If you do not keep an eye on Jason, the game's not going to be fun, because you don't know where he is. And since you don't have a mini-map and you're feared, it's not going to work. Now, as you can see, the Kenny here is repairing all the stuff. The Jason doesn't even know he's there. So, the Kenny's repairing everything. This Kenny is a dick. I'm going to tell you that right now. He's a big, fat, a small, tiny dick. There you go. Now, this place in Higgins is very risky. It can be very risky to go by those couches. I usually like to stay by the stairs and by the door. I was thinking of doing a turn right here, and I was right. He was doing a shift. I would come into here, do a quick turn outwards, and he wouldn't have been able to catch up to me. Especially with his really bad turning, he wouldn't have been able to get to me anyways. Now you see this Kenny starting the car, and I was happy.
Get out of here.
I was happy to get there, and he drove off, so I was mad. But this Jason decided to go after the car, and this Kenny gets what he deserves. So I could have gone for the med spray. I should have gone for the med spray, but I didn't. But now I realize that Tommy Jarvis is in the map, and I'm going to go by Tommy Jarvis because him and I can stall Jason together, and we can knock out this game easily if him and I can stick together. Now, once Tommy's in the game, it's his job to stall, but I don't mind stalling, but most people who play Tommy don't know that Tommy is the savior and he's supposed to help. So, yeah, he's supposed to help, but overall, most Tommies don't know that, and they need to learn. So, yeah, I'll get back to you on another highlight. So I meet up with Tommy, and him and I are going to stall out. Now he doesn't have any communication, neither does I. I don't really communicate when I'm in a game with randoms unless they communicate, so it's whatever. I decided to grab a new baseball bat as I know my old one was not that durable. So another few hits from this baseball bat, and then I can come back and get the old baseball bat. Now I know Jason is here and it's just Tommy and I that are alive, but you're about to see the 2 minutes remain mark. Now for a fact, I decided to grab the flare gun as this is my best bet until. Now I realize that Jason is in the shack and he decided to come in. Now I didn't even see him, but I opened the door or the window for Tommy. I know Jason is going to go after Tommy. As you see, he's right there. I'm surprised I didn't get grabbed. But as you can see, I stunned Jason, and now I'm out of there. Now Tommy is running away from me, which is sad, but him and I end up stalling the rest of the game right here.
Help! Oh God!
Help! Oh God!
Now, Tommy is stalling right now, and he's thinking of shooting Jason. And I know he's thinking of shooting Jason because he's holding his gun out right now. Now, Jason is wondering which one to go to. And if he was a smart Jason, he would go after the Tommy. But he decided to go after me. So I'm doing my quick maneuvers. I try to protect Tommy. Tommy's still alive. That's good. But you're about to see him get grabbed, and well, yeah, it doesn't end well. Now I see him going shift, so I'm going to do my quick maneuvers. As you can see, he tries to go for it, but as you can see, nothing well. This Tommy, I don't know what he was doing, but he did have a pocket knife. It didn't end well for the Jason. He still has a shotgun. He's a pretty smart Tommy, and he's going to shift right here. Yeah, but by the time the shift gets there, everything is done. We survived. Pretty smart game. I hope this taught you a lesson. Peace out.